Hi guys, my name is Elnaz. I'm an entrepreneur, inventor, founder, and CEO of the multi-million-dollar company ROYBI Robot. ROYBI is an AI-powered educational robot for kids. It helps children with language learning, communication skills, and some STEM learning activities. So now let me tell you a little bit about my background and how a $5,000 check turned into millions. But before I tell you my story, please hit the subscribe button. It means the world to me because it can help me reach more people on YouTube. Now, back to the story. I was born and raised in Iran. When I was a child, I had so much fun learning about different skills like music, painting, and even assembling computers. Yep, I was a bit of a nerd. I spent most of my teenage time writing codes, designing, and building websites. I actually remember when my dad bought the first computer, there were probably about less than 10 computers in the whole country. So, as you can imagine, I got so fascinated with technology. I would code from day to night, and it was all in Microsoft DOS. My parents actually had a significant role in my interest in entrepreneurship. My father was an entrepreneur and business owner in Iran. Even though everyone thought he's running the business alone, it was actually my mom who took care of all the financial and operational aspects of our business at home, which is really fascinating. At that time, it was not acceptable for women to be involved directly in business operations and negotiations. Although I hear that the culture has really changed drastically in Iran and more women are now participating in running businesses in Iran. My dad took me along to many of his meetings. Observing the art of negotiation and conducting business deals really fascinated me to become an entrepreneur, and I really liked the business and social aspect of it. I also think that my background is quite interesting because I studied art and then I switched my major to computer science and went to one of the top three universities in Iran. I strongly believe that the combination of these two majors really helped me to have a better understanding of product design and also development. Also, growing up, I always wanted to have my own company and basically be my own boss. But as a woman in Iran, I barely had any opportunity to pursue my dreams. It's just that, it was pretty much impossible due to the fact that the culture mainly sees women to be at home and taking care of her husband and kids. But I certainly was different. I had much, much bigger dreams. So when I moved to the US about 15 years ago, I took every possible opportunity to build my dreams. I started from zero. In my first job, I worked at Macy's as an associate while I was going to college. Then things got tough and I decided to take on freelance work to pay my bills. I remember for several years, I used to wake up at 4 in the morning and go to bed close to 12 at night. I also used to go door to door to businesses, giving them my flyers and tell them I could design codes and even do the printing. To my surprise, actually, I got many customers that way. About 3 years from the time I moved to the US, I started a creative agency where I was doing all kinds of work just by myself, and I was actually making pretty good money, like 10,000 or so a month. And we are talking about a couple of years ago. But I constantly felt that I had to really do more. While I was studying for my bachelor's degree, I decided to work for startups and companies so I can learn the culture and build my network. It was very challenging at times, but I'm so glad I did everything I could to learn about business. In 2013, the first company I co-founded and served as the president, iBaby, we sold baby monitors. Our products were sold in all Apple stores, all Target and Walmart stores, and over 5,000 storefronts internationally. Some of our products became the most wanted baby monitors on the market. But I always felt that's really not enough for me. I wanted to make a bigger impact, and education has always been so close to my heart. Finally, in 2017, I decided to start focusing on ROYBI to use technology and specifically artificial intelligence to help children learn based on their interests and abilities. I believe an incredible future starts with our children getting the best education possible. While I was working on building my company, I completely went broke. My personal bank account went to zero because I put all my money into my company. It was a really scary time. I was behind on my mortgage for 3 months. I didn't even have money to buy food, so I had to go on food stamps. Nobody really knew what was going on in my life. So, for the first time in my entire life, I had to pick up the phone and call a friend and ask for money. He wrote me a $5,000 check, and that changed my life. Soon after, I was able to find investors for my company and raise $4.2 million in seed funding. I actually still have that check hanging on the wall in my bedroom to remind me of all the sacrifices I've made to be the person I am today. Fast forward to today, I am running a multi-million-dollar company with my co-founder and our global team. My invention, ROYBI Robot, was featured on the cover of Time magazine 2 times as one of the best inventions in education, which is one of the proudest moments in my life. I also have been featured on Forbes, CNBC, CBS, Voice of America, BBC, Newsmax, and many more media channels. Aside from my day-to-day responsibilities and crazy schedule at my company, I also do coaching and mentorship for accelerators and incubators as well as individual entrepreneurs. I get hundreds of messages and emails from entrepreneurs to provide advice. So I started this channel to inspire people to share my story as well as providing tips and recommendations for starting your own startup, fundraising, leadership, finances, and so much more. I also provide one-on-one mentorship and coaching. Check out my website in the description to learn more about my coaching programs. Make sure to subscribe, like my videos, and leave comments to hear more from me and help me to spread the word. Thank you, and I can't wait to be a part of your business journey. Talk soon. This episode is brought to you by my company, ROYBI. Named by Time magazine as one of the best inventions in education, ROYBI Robot is a smart learning system for kids. It teaches them languages, science, technology, and math. It comes with more than 1,000 lessons, games, songs, and stories. If you are looking for a learning companion that grows with your child, that teaches them skills beyond what they can learn at school, ROYBI Robot is what you need. Go to roybirobot.com and use coupon YT10 to get a 10% off your first order. The link is also in the description.